Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
But it's going to be second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Now Purdy.
The Tylen Kittle has it on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bosa.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35.
1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside.
They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Throwing on 3rd and long. Westbrook keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. George Kittle. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive. Westbrook. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Westbrook. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On third down, here's Walker.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Play action. Now Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Down inside the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Westbrook
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd down and 10.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake.
Out to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down. Westbrook repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Westbrook. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. Oh, good move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On 1st down, Westbrook to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Westbrook.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he will find his man Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
159 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd down and 1.
This is McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Off the play fake, Westbrook.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So